Welcome back. After completing the arrays, now we have another data structure in JavaScript, which is objects. Actually, array is a data structure uh, basically to store multiple related values in a single variable. Actually, I will show you one example that a person details wants that we write in an array person1 equal name Priya and then Sharma and then I'm writing age calculating for 2040 minus 2000 and then I'm writing your profession doctor and I'm writing friends I'm writing names. For that I'm using array within the array. I'm writing friends names in array. Here I'm writing F1 friend1, friend2 and then friend3. We need to write all these separately. Here also. And this is the person's entity, all these. Here this is the first name and this is the last name and this is the age and this is the profession, job, and these are the friends. Here in arrays, we cannot refer these elements by names. Here it is based on their numbers, order, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. And for what purpose we write here all these means? We know that this is the first name, this is the last name, but the array doesn't know that it array treated as this is the 0th element and this is the first element, this is the second element. So like that. To solve that problem, we have another data structure in JavaScript, that is object. So in objects, we actually define key value pairs. We will represent in objects a value with a name. Now let's write an example that const person2 equal. Here we need to write curly braces. These curly braces define that we are creating a new object. And now I am writing the first name. First name is Priya. And then last name, that is Sharma. And then age equal. Sorry, here we don't need, we can't write this. We have to write like this. We need to use colon. Here also. And then age is 2040 minus 2000. And then person two's job, doctor. And now friends. Here we need to write an array. So for that, I'm using square brackets. Friend1. Now friend2. And then here friend3. Here see that same like arrays, we need to separate all these values with comma. And then this person2 is an object, and the person2 is having 5 properties. All these first name, last name, age, job, friends, all these are properties of this object. Here, this is the simplest way of writing this object and declaring the object, and these curly braces using, and this is also called as object literal syntax, because we are writing all the content of the entire object literally down. The basic difference between these arrays and objects is we can retrieve data from this array based on the element number, and in objects we retrieve data from using these names. So this is the major difference between these two, and this is the basic syntax of the objects is like this. And now you have an clarity about objects is different from arrays. And in the next lecture, we see that how do we get data from an object. And thank you.